All right, so chords in root position here would be D and C and E, right? The rest would be inverted. And there's a couple C's there that are inverted from the start in first inversion. So here's D in root position. And that will count, it will be for 3 counts, right? So if we chunk, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we move to G with the D on the bottom. And that will be for 3 counts. 2, 3, and then E minor for 1 count. So the pattern here for most of the chords in the song is like that we have 3 counts plus 1 count, 3 counts plus 1 count. And I think that's the case for the first 2 lines, and then measure 17 line and measure 21 line. So let's try doing just those chords that we just did again with the chunk. 3 plus 1, 3 plus 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. So from here, to go to A minor, you would do A minor with the E on the bottom. Right? So one thing that you can do if you want, you can actually take your pencil and write A/E. So you could do all the same thing, G/D. If that's helpful for you, that's okay to do. And then that last G would be G/D as well. If it's easier to think with the slashes, then think of the inversion right away. All right, so all the way from the beginning, we're going to try to get to the end of that line. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now C/E. So put a /E there if that's helpful for you for that C, because it says first inversion on top of it, right? So C/E. And then we go straight to D in root position for 3 counts. 1, 2, 3. And that's the way it is here. So one thing that is a little tricky here that I just want to point out is that the C is not lined up of where it should be, unfortunately. That C should be lined up with the last beat, not the middle of the 3rd beat. And that's true for the first line, the second line, the line on measure 17, and the line that starts at measure 21. So all those C's should just be lined up with the 4th beat, which is the second to last 8th note on that measure. All right, let's do it again from the beginning. And this time, let's keep going and see if we can get to, well, there's a lot of repetition here, so let's see if we can get to the end. 1, 2, 3, 4. Any questions on those chords? No?